ApexOnlineRacing is sponsored by Elgato, who created this lovely Stream Deck. For more information about the Stream Deck, the link is in the description below. Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome along to the 17th round of AOR Hype Energy's Xbox One Oceania F1 League. Today we are heading to Suzuka, where it hosts the Japanese Grand Prix. Historically, Japan has been one of the title deciders and also possibly the last race of the season, but it's not the last race of the season this time. The last race of the season is in Abu Dhabi. A record probably about loads of championship being decided here, but obviously not here. But we still have a championship battle on our hands between Greek Master and also Ryan as well, as they are fighting to see who's going to be on top. I am Jess, one of your commentators this evening. Unfortunately, Vicho has to cover a shift at work, so unfortunately he can't make it tonight. But I have someone standing in, our usual reserve commentator. Please welcome Charlie. Welcome, Charlie.
Yep, thanks for having me, Jess. Hello, everybody. Thanks for having me. Yeah, Fitcho won't be able to make it, so again, you'll have to deal with me for another hour or so. But we've got 11 drivers on the grid today in Suzuka, and we still got a great championship fight. We've got Greek Master versus New Zealand one. Just 13 points separating these two drivers with 5 rounds left to go. So Greek Master is ahead with 280, and New Zealand Ryan is in second position with 267. Jared is still in the fight here. He's got 219 points, which is 61 points behind Ryan, but I doubt he'll be able to catch up to be in any sort of battle for the lead of this championship. But here's Suzuka. We've got 40 minutes left in qualifying, and we're just going to be seeing who's going to take pole position here, Jess, as HR actually goes faster with a 29.8.
Yes, and speaking of pole times that we've been seeing here in Japan, we've seen people going to the 127s, and Ryan even said in practice that he was going into the 126 as well. So we could expect people to go on those sort of lap times today as we head into qualifying. But at the moment they're just setting banker laps just so they can get a little bit of a feel of the track and what is happening. The tyres that we have on offer today are the super softs and the mediums, and most people, if they want to get a good strategy, will probably start on the softs and then go to the mediums, or start on the mediums and go on to the softs. The supers doesn't last very long around here because of tyre degradation and stuff like that. It's another crucial track for tyre wear and also track limits as well, as we've seen quite a few people off the track already. And usually I see people go off the track usually when it comes to the spoons area. Usually 130R is quite tricky as well. There's some quite technical corners as well as the Casio triangle. Don't ask me why it's called the Casio triangle. It's not named after the Casio calculator. It's actually that corner. I don't know who named that corner, but there we go. Now we've got 11 drivers, and Ben's obviously not here today, but we have someone who has returned, so we've still got 11 drivers. Warden has made an appearance back into the Xbox One Oceania League, taking Ben's seat in the Ferrari. So I thought the Ferrari wasn't going to be in a chance with the constructors, but with Warden in the seat, maybe they could start a shot in beating Williams in the constructors, Charlie.
Yeah, so, I was just watching Warden's lap, and looks like he had a bit of a corner cut. But as we don't have hot lap for today's race. So I would take. Oh, okay. Maybe it wasn't a corner cut. Warner goes faster than the 28.2. But should I try take a lap on board with someone, Jess? Maybe Master Berserk as he comes through the final corner.
Yeah, we'll do because we haven't got a hot lap, so may as well.
Yeah. So Master Berserk heading towards turn 1 is a quite a tight corner here. You have to keep it to the apex and then go to the right hand side once again for turn 2. Keep it in 4th gear. Coming the curb on the left hand side. Now through the S section here. Again, you have to keep it tight to the curbs here as Jared goes fastest with a 27.7 on the mediums. Not surprisingly, I was going to say a lot of drivers going on the mediums because the strategy is kind of mediums to softs or softs to mediums. Supers, as quite a lot of spectators know, they die very quickly as Master comes through sector 1 into the I don't even know where I am on the track. Degner curve into heading towards turn 10. It looked like a bit of a corner cut again, but it looks like it wasn't, into the hairpin of turn 10, heading towards turn 11 with about 11 minutes left to go in qualifying. He set a time with a 30.7, but as you notice in the bottom right hand side of your screen, he's using the lowest ERS mode possible, which means he doesn't really want to start on these times. He's just setting a banker so he knows he's set at least a lap time to compete in qualifying without saying any lap time at all. As he comes through the spoon curve of turn 14, now heading towards 130R of turn 15, flat out in these 2018 cars as he comes across it. Now comes across the sector 2, split into sector 3, flat out like I said, heading towards the final chicane of turn 16, breaking just after the 100-meter marker into turn 17, and this little awkward bump here which is really unsettles the car. Oh my god, as Berserk actually loses it there, went into the pit lane, so that wasn't actually a lap time from him, but 10 minutes left to go. Jared still on pole with Warden in P2 with a great return into the Oceania League with a 28.2. VSR Roscoe with a 28.3 on the Supers though, with Gamble in P4 at 29.0. HO in P5 with a 29.2 on the mediums as well. Greek Master setting a banker with a 30.4. Same with Berserk with a 30.7. Both of them on the Superstars. And Fens, Neon Treader and That Laggy Person and Ryan have not set a lap time just yet. But there's still plenty of time left to go, and I won't be surprised if I see quite a few drivers go for the soft compound tyres, Jess, or maybe the mediums, but the super softs are definitely not the way to go around here.
No, it's not, and it is Xbox, so even though some platforms, the supers to the softs could work, in Xbox usually it's not always the case. We have seen in PC and PS4 at times, we've seen some people make the supers to softs work, but the softs start to run out towards the end, so it could possibly work out here. So we've got a lot of people on the mediums at this moment in time, so maybe they want to get the mediums into chat, but the mediums is not the best for grip, so maybe they might struggle getting heat on their tyres on the formation lap, but you never know. But like we said with Warden, he's doing very well, but obviously we haven't seen what the likes of New Zealand Ryan and Fens got to do. Fens did win the last race in Russia, and we had a break with it last week. That's why we didn't have an Oceania race, and it was nice to see Fens having a win again. And basically, if Fens wants to stay in the championship fight, he's got to win every race. So that's what he's hoping on right now. But I think he's going to concentrate on helping his teammate win the championship if he doesn't get the win today. Because obviously we still got Jared, New Zealand Ryan and Greek Master ahead of him. So Jared is obviously still with a chance as well. And we got one person on the softs, which I think was Gamble. He's going on to some soft tyres now as he goes out. Roscoe Arm's about to go on his flying lap at the moment, as he's just going through 130R at the moment, as he just about to start. Quite a few people on their out lap. Flaggy Person is as well, with just 8 minutes to go. It is quite sunny at the moment, but we don't know what the weather's going to be like in the race. The tyres are not giving us a clear indication, but I think looking at the tyre strategy, it looks like it is going to be a dry start to the race at least. Because otherwise, if it was a wet race, a lot of people will be qualifying on the supers. So, not at the moment. We see someone's running slow in sector 2, which is probably people on their out lap, people trying to move out the way. And yes, and we're just trying to make sure they keep the car under width. And the S section, if they lose it there, it's going to be quite trickier to recover, as we're going to watch these guys go through there today as they battle for position at the start. The race is not over in turn 1. It's over in the checkered flag, so hopefully they don't make too many mistakes, as we're seeing more people do their laps at the moment. Fenn's the only person in the pits, but he's got to make sure he sets the lap time fast, because we do have someone stopped on the track. I do believe it's a Red Bull. I think it might I think it's Neil Treedome. Yes, it's Neil Treedome who just stopped it around that corner there. I completely forgot what that corner is. I think it was dead. Yeah, it was around near the Degner corner. So hopefully he can get a better lap time on the board. But Jared still picking up where he started, still on pole at the moment, but we're still got 2 more people to set a lap time. And as I was just saying, usually in Ryan, 127 on the mediums, that's pretty decent. So could he go for an alternate strategy today, or would it not pay off? We'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah, I don't think you caught it on stream, Jess, but I was on board with Ryan throughout that whole lap, and just coming through before 130R out of the spoon curve, he was getting slipstream from his teammate Warden, and Warden did the same, Ryan did the same thing on Warden as well. They both gave each other slipstreams on each other's fast laps, and it's kind of paid off. Ryan's up into P3 with a, P3, Roscoe's improved to a 27.4 on the supers. But yeah, Ryan 27.8 and Warden 28.2. Those two are doing quite well at the moment. But the 2 Williams drivers nowhere to be seen at the moment. Greek Master on, he's on the mediums right now. Looks like he's on a lap. Currently P8. Fence hasn't set a lap time either, but actually they're both on a lap time. So I'm on board with Greek Master coming through turn 12 into the spoon curve of turn 30. And I got a quick weather check as well. Apparently it's going to be cloudy for the race, so probably we won't see any rain, but if it's cloudy, there's a slight chance, but I doubt there'll be any rain today. I mean, looking at the strategy, it looks like there's not going to be any rain at all, but still on board with Greek Masters. He comes through 130R, past the secretary split. It's currently 1.6 seconds up in his lap time. So at the moment, he's on a great lap time coming through the final chicane of turn 16 into turn 17. Into the final corner now. Missed that awful bump on the right-hand side before coming up to the line. Greek Master in the Williams takes P3. And look at that gap between Greek Master and Ryan there. That's under a tenth between the 2 championship contenders. And this is going to be a hell of a race for the championship here, Jess.
This is absolutely crazy. The 2 championship rivals are pretty much neck and neck at the moment. So this is going to be remarkable to see how they can catch up. I'm sure they want to finish ahead of each other, I'm sure. But at the moment, it looks like Green Master has more of an advantage in terms of the championship. So he definitely needs to be where he is at the moment. We still
sorry, Joe. I saw that laggy person spin out. On my screen, he's desyncing a lot. I don't know if it's the same for you, but I think Warden was... Yeah, Warden was either on a lap or an out. I think he was on an out lap, but he literally spun right in front of Warden into the hairpin. So that could have been catastrophic, to say the least. That could have been a grid penalty or just tyre wear lost, but looks like it's all okay. And I've just noticed quite a lot of drivers are going for the supers, so maybe supers to mediums could be the strategy. I thought it was softs to mediums, but a lot of drivers opting to go for supers to softs or supers to mediums. We'll just have to see in the race, I guess. But 4 minutes left to go. We've still got Roscoe on pole position, and yeah, I can confirm on my screen, laggy person is being laggy, I guess, no pun intended.
Yeah, I'm sorry, we saw we hit that pun there, but to be honest, he was suffering from a few issues there. I was just following Greek Master there, but he has gone into the pits, I think, to set 1 final lap time. So the only people on a lap at the moment is Neil Treedome and HO. Gamble's on another flight at the moment. He was 54 thousandths quicker than his personal best, so he's on a flyer at the moment as well. I think he probably has time to only get 1 more lap in because he's running out of fuel, but you never know, pushing my luck, he'll probably go into the pits like I follow as many people as possible. So Gamble and McLaren, he's not been doing too bad in terms of points. The midfield battle is definitely heating up. He is 6th in the championship. He's 31 points behind HO, and he really wants to be that best of the rest, you know, in the rest of the field. Obviously, we've got your Greeks, we've got your Ryan, Jad and Fens, and then we've got the midfield of HO, Gamble of Neil and Trino. So Gamble really wants to finish ahead of that pack. He's doing all right at the moment. He's up into P6, so he's definitely the best of that Neil and HO group at the moment. But I wonder if the guys are going to wait until the final few minutes of qualifying to really get a lap in, because I thought we would see people in the 126s. So I think they're just going to go into that Mercedes party mode, as it were, and just wait until the final lap to give it their all. But it may be too little too late. We'll just have to wait and see. But if they've been practicing quite a lot and know that their final lap will be the faster lap, then maybe they're just saving their tyres for the race, because don't forget they will be using it for the race. And as you were saying, Charlie, look, everyone's pretty much going on the softs apart from Roscoe Arms. So Roscoe Arms pretty much doing what some people done in some of the top tier leagues, start on pole and on the set of super softs. For some tiers we've seen it work, for most tiers we haven't, so you never know, but hopefully he'll get it to work. We'll just have to find out, as a lot of the midfield pack are going on their laps right now. I'm just seeing obviously Neon Tudome is going slowly at the moment. I mean, Gamble's going slowly at the moment. I'm just seeing who could be on the fast one. Asho's on quite a fast one as well, 5/10 off his previous best, so that is heating up as well. Yes, everyone is pretty much going out all for the last 1 minute and 42 seconds. It's going to be tight if they want to make it to the end, but they really just want to be the last person to cross that finish line, because that's where they get the most grip.
Yep, so this is where the drivers need to warm up their tyres, like, a lot, because they've only got 1 lap to warm up their tyres. And I was just looking out the pit lane, literally everyone came out in like a line. That was the worst way to describe it, but everyone was coming out basically the same time, so you can see everyone is really close to each other. So I won't be surprised if someone won't actually make it to the line here, because there's a lot of people really close to each other. They have to leave each other enough room. Go on board with DRC Jared. He's already battling with Greek Masters, not even in the race. He's all over the back of him into the spoon curve, just trying for track position here with about 50 seconds left to go. But Acho's improved on his lap time. A 27.6 from Acho on the soft compound tyres. So that's a great lap time from him. He's on the front row of the grid in P2. So yeah, that's a surprising lap time from Acho. So yeah, great qualified from him. I don't think he's on a he's not on a lap now. So everyone else is just about to go on to one. Ryan is waiting just before 1:30. Greek Master coming into the final chicane. So is DLC Jal. But look, the clock is ticking down here, Jess. I don't think there's going to be some drivers who won't be able to make it. Where's Ryan? Ryan is only coming through the chicane. Looks like he's just about to make it too. Warden's coming through the final corner. But I think I've been proved wrong here. Everyone's getting out just in time here as the checker flag is about to drop. Jared, Greek Master, Ryan, Warden, everyone is on their lap time right now.
Yes, that was very close between Eugene and Ryan if he was going to make it or not. But the person that's not going to make it in time is Gamble, but he was on the slow one anyway, so I had a feeling he wasn't going to set another lap time. So pretty much a shake-up of the order at the moment, but can we see everyone pushing it up a notch? We'll just have to wait and see. We're already seeing Greek Master going faster than ever at the moment on the highest ERS mode possible. I didn't see how fast he was in sector 1, so I wonder if he's just going past then the curbs now to see if he can improve on this sector 2 best. He's looking quite good at the moment on the softest tyres, as Acho's gone fastest right now on the softer tyres, improves to Roscoe around by 9,000 of a second. Now I wonder if Roscoe's going to improve even more, because otherwise we could see someone on the alternate strategy starting on pole, and that would be good on track position. So maybe softs are the best tyre to be on right now. They keep changing strategy pretty much every minute, I must say, so we don't know what they go. So he's just going at the end of 130R. Greek Master going towards the Casio triangle of turns. Very tricky to negotiate. What lap time is he going to set? It doesn't look like a... Let's see. Oh, he's on pole. He's on pole position. So he has beaten Acho to pole. And Warden has just got it in there. Where's he beaten Ryan? He's on the final corner. Roscoe's P2 and Ryan takes pole. So I wasn't wrong that the top guys were not going to set a lap. But Fend is still on a lap, I think, as well. Yes, he is. No, that doesn't like a particularly fast one, though. So... your pole man, which is very, very good for the championship, is Museum Ryan, followed by Warden. So it is a Ferrari 1-2. The Tifosi will definitely be pleased with that.
Yeah, so dream start from Ryan, starting on the front row of the grid alongside his teammate Greek Master, only down in P4. So championship-wise, Ryan's in a very, very good position to take the lead of this championship, and Acho splitting Warden and Greek Master as well. So things are definitely going to get interesting into this race. I mean, qualifying is very important around here. You can't really get a lot of overtaking opportunities, and you can see apparently Ryan's Brazilian, but he takes pole position here at Suzuka.
Jamaican.
With a 127.0. Oh, I'm going to get killed for that, aren't I? He's Jamaican. Oh, no. Oh, I'm just going to stop talking. Jess, you can carry on now. I'm probably
Right, okay, so we got New Zealand Ryan who takes pole position by 0.2 of a second to Warden in second place. Roscoe, I'm a very good lap with him on the supers, but I wonder, because he's on the supers, is his strategy going to pay off for him? We'll have to find out. Greek Master in 4th, HO 5th, Jared 6th, Berserk 7th, Neil Cheatham 8th, Gamble 9th, and that laggy person 10th, and Ben's the only person not to set a lap time. And Harry Ryan is giving you the evil eyes, Charlie, for you saying that New Zealand Ryan was having a Brazilian flag.
You know what? Let's just pretend I didn't say anything, and let's just continue with the race.
Exactly.
But
yeah.
Yeah, as you can see, oh,
cloudy.
On my screen, there's a McLaren in the pit lane.
Not on my screen.
Oh no, he's just ghosted onto the track. Okay, now, but anyway, welcome to the grid for the Japanese Grand Prix here at Suzuka. We got Ryan on pole position with Warden in P2, so that run down into turn 1's going to be interesting. And yeah, like I said, Suzuka, not a lot of overtaking opportunities. You got that long back straight towards 130R, no DRS there, so it's just going to be down to straight line speed. And on the start finish line, there's a DRS straight there as well, but into turn 1 it's going to be a tight corner to do some overtaking. But yeah, pit stops are going to be interesting as well. Undercut, overcut is just going to be all down to strategy. As I can see that the chat is completely blowing up when I got Jamaica. Just leave me alone. I'm sorry, I don't do geography. But we're just going to get this race underway as the drivers start their formation lap, Jess.
Yes, they are. As I think we're going to see what the tyres that Fender's qualified on, even though he hasn't gone on a lap anyway. He's going on the softs as well. So probably, yeah, definitely the best strategy to go on. So softs last pretty a long time, to be honest. We've got 27 laps, so probably around about lap 12-ish, we could expect people go on from the softs to the mediums, and possibly around about lap 7 and 8 for the super soft. So Roscoe, the only one that fits into that category, but Jared, the only person starting on the mediums. This could prove very, very tactical for the championship for him, as he's going to be the one who stretches his stints out a little bit. He probably may not be pushing a little bit too hard at the start, but he probably has to if he wants to gain track position and still stay ahead of these guys when it comes to the pit stop, because if he does, that can prove very, very good for him. Obviously the mediums have less grip, but he could prove us wrong, as most of the drivers have been doing today in terms of strategy, I must say. But New Zealand Ryan is good. He's on a good position on pole at the moment. The gap is pretty close in the championship. We've still got 4 more races to go after this one. So Ryan did say last week, no, 2 weeks ago, I'm sorry, that he pretty much likes this track. So he is hoping for good results there. I do believe he did get a good result in the Oceania race last season, which I think I commentated on that, I think. Yes, I did. So, and that was a spectacular race as well. So maybe we will see a spectacular race this evening here for the Oceania lot. It's the first race back in AOR Hype Energy for a while. So they really want to make sure that they get it in, and the guys in the midfield have got points to prove as well, because they want to stay in the top tier for next season. So if they get good results towards the end of the season, maybe they could prove their point a little bit, as all the cars are starting to line up on the grid ready for the start of the race.
Yep, so we've got Ryan on pole position with Warden alongside him. Notice that Roscoe Arm is on the super soft tyres as well. So he's splitting Warden and Greek Master HO down in P5, and DLC Jared on the mediums in P6. So he's going to run long into this race as Fens lines up to the grid in last spot, as the drivers are looking to the 5 red lights for the Japanese Grand Prix here in Oceania. And we are underway with Ryan on pole position. It looks like it's a good start from Warden as well. He's nearly alongside Ryan heading into turn 1, but it's going to be Ryan leading the way here with Warden down in P2, and that's Greek Master going down the inside of Roscoe Arm into turn 2. Contact between the guys, and that's Roscoe who's spun round into last position already. So Greek Master's had a collision with Roscoe, and he's down into last on the super soft tyres, so that could be a bit controversial there. That could be sent to the stewards, but Greek Master up into P3 now, HO in P4, Master Berserk into P5, Jared with a good start as well, still holding that P6 position, but Ryan still leading the way here as we head towards Degner curve into turn 9, and yeah, Warden's starting to stick with Ryan here, but Greek Master falling behind already, 8/10 between himself and Warden, but Ryan with a good start, but Roscoe down into last position after a collision with Greek there, as that laggy person is still desyncing for me there. He's all over the track on board with DLG Gamble. So, oh my god, okay, yeah, that's definitely desync because Gamble had to get out of the way there. But Fenn's also with a good start up into position 8. But just apart from that, it's been quite clean apart from the incident with Greek Master. But Ryan still leading the way here, Jess.
Yes, that is a great start from Ryan and the two Ferrari boys. But we do have battles midway through the field with Fens just gained another position going towards 130R for Neon Tree Dome. So maybe Fens is making a statement a little bit, already clawing his way through the rest of the field. And we still got a train of cars going through the Casio Triangle as Fens tries to catch up and see if people's going to make a mistake. We've got Jared trying to make his way past Mars Berserk going towards the start-finish straight. He's going towards turn 1 and he gets a dream of an overtake there, and he's still got Mars Berserk behind him. So Jared up into P5 right now. A good start recovery for him. As we got Fens right behind Mars Berserk as well. Maybe he's struggling a little bit. We'll just have to find out. It's good to see that Jared is not struggling a lot on these medium tires. He's probably doing a lot better than we were expecting, as Wasper Ramos just made his way past their DLG Gamble. So he is starting to claw back from the rest of the field there. Didn't look like he had damage, I don't think, so he is going to go for a few more laps, I believe, before he will have to pit. But it's not going to do his tyres any good so far. But already Ryan is already falling away from Gordon. So yes, it is a dream for him as Roscoe Arm just made his way past Laggy Person on the set of the super soft tyres then. So he is not letting the opening start of the race deal with it. He's thinking of getting a positive mindset as most of these guys, Fen, Mars Berserk just going towards Spoon now, and Fen's almost taking the right hand side there but decided to stay put at the moment, going through the coming towards 130R at the moment. Fen is going to try and have another look. It is Slipstream at the moment and he's almost getting pushed off the track. Mars Berserk, they're side by side at the moment, going through the Casio Triangle. Looks like Mars Berserk manages to hold on to P6 for now, but Fen's on the charge, and look at Neon Tree Dome joining in the party as well. Neon Tree Dome is thinking, if any of these guys make a mistake, I can get the position back. And that's exactly why he's closing up to that bunch, already going through turn 1. So what is Fen's going to do now to try and challenge up into Mars Berserk? He's really got to get those positions done, because if he wants to help his teammate, he's got to gain a few more positions, or maybe he's tactically there in the lower down the field to hold down the rest of the field to try and catch up. We'll have to find out as we are just going through the section now, and they seem to be alright, these two battling. This could go on for a long while here, but nice to see Mars Berserk holding on to positions here. He's having a good start to the race, Charlie.
Yeah, he is. Master Berserk in P6, 2.6 seconds behind Jab, but Jab with a good start as well. He's already catching up to Acho in P4 on the medium compound tyres, but Ryan 1.6 seconds ahead of Warden 99, and Greek Master just 8/10ths behind Warden as well as they head towards the spoon curve of turn 13. Acho still keeping up with these guys, bear in mind as we're on lap 3 out of 27. Still looking at the back of the field here. Fence is really being held up by Master Berserk. Berserk doing a great job for the front one as well. All the Ferrari versus Williams battle, Team Ryan versus Team Greek, as some spectators like to call it. As you can see on board with Fens, he's going to try to go side by side with Master Berserk into 130R, and looks like there's a contact there, and Berserk's in the wall, and there he goes. He's out of the Grand Prix. His front left tyre is off his car, and that is again another controversial crash from Fens, and I don't even know what happened on my screen. It didn't even look like they had a collision. It looked like Fens lag touched Berserk or something, but that's Berserk out of the Grand Prix. Only 10 drivers left here, Jess, and I don't even know what to say with that collision. That was either lag or that was just a misjudgment.
Well, it might have been both. We'll just have to find out, but probably we'll get some points of view from these two guys when they go to Twitter later on as well. I don't really know what to think, to be honest. We're not stewards in that regard, so I can't really call on what happened for that. But it looked like they were both trying to avoid getting hit, but it looked like Mars Berserk looked like it was getting hit, but it looked like there was a bit of desync. I'm not entirely sure, but it might have been different on your screen, Charlie, than mine. I can't really call it at the moment, so I think all will be revealed. Will probably be up to the stewards later, or if they don't go into the stewards, probably some words will be saying in some of these garages today, and that's forcing Laggy Person to gain through the field. as well. So I think I just get my first commentator's curse of the stream, because I said Master Berserk was going to do well, and now he's retired from the race, so not going to say anything more about people doing well, because otherwise it's going to end up like that. So I'm known for jinxing people. As yeah, Laddie person just gained another position from Moscow, and we didn't see that as he's up into 8th. He's still quite laggy on my screen at the moment, but not as much as before. Fenn's saying the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. We're not too far ahead to catch up to Jared at this moment in time. But look at Greekmaster though. He's catching up to Auden in the other Ferrari as well, as he's finding some time as well. Going through the S section, very, very tricky to overtake. I will be surprised if they actually try to get a move done there, but I don't think they are going to do it yet, as DRS is now going to be enabled a few laps ago. So once they get their DRS straight right, then that's where they're going to see some very interesting moves. Japan is known for controversy, so I'm not really that surprised. But we haven't seen that much penalties already in terms of the track limit, so they're all keeping it together at the moment. But I think we've seen a few people get a few warnings already, as we're catching up to the pit window for the softs. It's nice to see Moscow Arms still out on those soft tyres, but we can see him pit soon, and he's known for being at the bottom of the field at Oceania. But I can see him claw back to the rest of the field as Gamble gets position done on Moscow Arm. They just passed the S section, Greekmaster and Warden. He's still a bit further behind to catch up to Warden though, but it looks like Ryan is already falling away from Greekmaster, where he wants to be right now in terms of the championship. He wants to defend his title.
Yeah, Greekmaster all over the back of Warden here as we head towards lap 6 out of 27. Again, that awful bump there. I don't remember that being in any other F1 games there, but Greek staying in that slipstream, having that DRS into turn 1. He's going side by side with Warden 99 into turn 1. Round the outside he goes, and there's more contact, and Greek is off into the nearly into the gravel there. Contact between himself and Warden. There's lots of crashes happening in this Japanese Grand Prix. We're not even halfway, so Greek's down into P5, and the two Williams drivers are down into P5 and P6. What is going on here, Jess?
What is going on in AOR Oceania today? We've seen Moscow Arm collision, the Master Berserk collision, and now this. Unfortunately, the cameras on the broadcast didn't catch it very well. I had to go on board for a little bit there to catch some of it, so that's one thing that unfortunately we didn't get those cameras there, but hopefully something that could be on this get off of this game. But we've got, I think, Jared catching up to HO as well, but Greekmaster really needs to do his best to try and catch up to Jared again to gain some more positions. But looking good for the two Ferrari boys in P1 and P2, as Ryan is, I think, probably the only person in this Grand Prix that's been involved in less trouble no trouble at all. He's going very cleanly at the front in P1, and he's like, oh, there's trouble going on behind me, I don't need to worry about it, I'm in the lead. That's what he's thinking of right now. All he's thinking about is his own race, and I think that's what he needs to be at the moment. Jared getting a bit of a speed in the corners towards that Casio triangle there, so maybe that's going to help him as he goes towards the start-finish straight right now, as all the top 6 pretty much getting close to each other. HO's not that far behind from Warden either. HO having a good race as well, but I don't want to speak too soon, as Warden defends quite nicely from HO there, as HO was going to make a move into turn number 1, as also Jared's closing up as well, so I wonder if Jared's going to make the move on HO. So we're still seeing some clean racing for some of the guys as well, as Neil G. Dome is still in 7th position as well. So on lap 7 out of 27 here. It is still quite cloudy, but I do see some sun peeking out as well. But the tyres could get cold around here. We don't know, but it does depend. And we do have a yellow flag in set to 1. I don't know what happened there. It's probably a glitch for me. As we have Jared just almost made contact with HO in the Red Bull there. Not intentional, I don't think. It was just a little bit of a hit, and that was it. Nothing major or minor there. It was just a bit of contact, and that was it. So Jared doing very, very well to try and catch up, and I think he's going to try and hold up Greekmaster as well. But I wonder what HO's going to play into all of this.
Yeah, all aboard the Warden train here on lap 7 out of 27. We got HO who's still on the back of the Ferrari drivers. We head towards the chicane, but with all this, with Warden holding up quite a lot of drivers, it's allowed Greekmaster to just basically ignore that incident that he had with Warden. He's already nearly you could just basically see Warden right there. And talking to Warden, he's going side by side with Acho, heading towards turn 1. Acho's already up into P2, but is Warden going to try dive it? He's not, and he actually lets Jared through, and now Greek is stuck behind Warden once again. So Warden's down into P4, Greek Master's still holding on to P5, Acho up into P2, Jared up into P3 on the medium compound tyre, so he's in a very good position as well. But now it's Warden behind, Greek Master behind Warden once again here, as Warden clips a bit of grass there as we head through turn 7, headed towards turn 8 of the Degner curve. But Warden doing wonders here for the cars in front of him. And Fenz and Greek Master just, oh my god, Fenzi's in the back end a bit there after turn 9 into the hairpin. But Fenz and Greek Master being held up by the Ferrari, it looks like. And yeah, Acho is starting to kind of pull away as well, but Jared is staying close to Acho here into the spoon curve. If Jared makes this move on Acho, he's going to be in a dream position. Bear in mind, being on the medium compound tyres, he'll have to last a bit longer into this race, but it's going to be rapid at the end when he'll have those soft compound tyres on. So he's looking for a podium so far as we head towards 130R. Is he going to be close enough to try and think about a move here? He's actually really close. Is he into the chicane? No, he's not going to make a move just yet here. But lap 8 out of 27, Acho up into P2 here, Jess, and Warden still holding up the 2 Ferraris. As Fenz actually pits here on lap 9.
That is very, very intriguing. I thought the soft runners were going to last a bit longer into this race, but probably not. Maybe Fenz was struggling a little bit as Fenz goes on to the medium compound tyres. This is going to be too little too late. We do see that laggy person was trying to make a move on to turn 1 with Neon Tree Dome then in the Red Bull, and he almost made it stick, but unfortunately Neon Tree Dome defended very nicely from that laggy person. He seems to have better connection at this moment in time, so that is good from that laggy person. That lag has pretty much gone from the Haas driver, so we can see some good racing from them as well. And we're not going to forget the midfield, do not worry, but we've as soon as we can see battles from the lead, we'll turn our attention to that. Oh, that laggy person just went a little bit wide going towards that hairpin there. Not the best, I must say. That's allowing Neon Tree Dome to pull away just a tiny bit as well, and I wonder what setups they've been using as well. We'll just have to find out as well. As I think we've got Jared obviously still on the means. He's going to last for quite a bit, like we said, going into this race. We still got a trainer, Greek Master, Warden and Acho as well as that laggy person. So I think he's got one of the first penalties of the race then, so we're not the best for him. But I can see Greek Master eagerly close to Warden. We've got Acho very close to Jared going through that Casio triangle up here, and he's doing very well. Warden's in the pits as well. So probably both the Ferrari and Williams are probably covering for their teammates, but Greek Master not pitting yet. Maybe Fenz is going to help the rest of the field. If like Greek Master or Ryan drop it down to a position below the field, then they're probably still going to catch up with Fenz lower down the field. We'll just have to find out. We've still got Team Ryan versus Team Greek in a way. Maybe strategies are coming into play just a little bit here. We'll just have to find out. We also got Neil Tree Dome and Gamble in the pits as well. So people are pitting a few laps earlier than we thought. But very, very intriguing, I must say, when they're going to pit as well. But so far, it is looking like Ryan and Acho's soft tyres are pretty much a dream at the moment, as they're still P1 and P3. Greek Master's in P4. I wonder if he's going to catch up to Acho. Acho's doing very well to hold on to Greek Master. It could be a dream if Acho stays ahead of him. Don't forget, Acho has won one race this season, I believe. So this is not a first situation for him. So this could be another chance for him to get onto the podium. We'll just have to wait and see. No eagerly awaited battles at the moment, but we've still got Fenz closing up onto Warden as well. So this could prove to be very interesting.
Yeah, so Fenz pitted, Warden pitted, and Warden's come out on top. So Warden again in front of another Williams driver. We've got Ryan into the pit lane here on lap 11. Is anyone going to follow him? Acho doesn't. Greek Master doesn't either. So Ryan onto the medium compound tyres, as he should come out ahead of Warden. But speaking of Warden, he's going side by side with Fenz into 130R. But Warden just about holds that position there into turn 16 as they're going to go onto their lap 11. Ryan just coming out of the pit lane now, and he's comfortably ahead with his teammate and championship rival V Fens. So right up into down into P5, but provisionally he should basically be still leading this Grand Prix. But Greek Master, I won't be surprised if we see him in the pit lane after this lap, or this lap even. And HO, you can see his green pit window thing is green, so he should be in the pit lane this lap too. That laggy person, another one who should be in the pit lane. But like I said, he's extremely laggy for some reason today. Again, no pun intended, but he is going to be... I'm not sure, because laggy person's right in front of Ryan here, and if he keeps up with that lag, he could kind of block Ryan. I'm not sure. I've seen it desyncing a lot this Grand Prix, but here we go on board with HO here as he comes to 130R with Jared in front of him. Are we going to be seeing him into the pit? And look at his ERS. He's on like 10% here as we head into the final chicane. But is he going to be going into the pit lane this lap? It looks like he is. What about Greek Master? Greek Master follows him. So it's going to be interesting to see where these guys come out. Ryan is coming through 130R into the final chicane. Greek Master into his pit stop now. So is HO. Medium tires for both of these guys. Ryan is coming through the final corner. That laggy person also into the pit lane here. And it looks like Ryan's going to come out in net P1 here. Yeah, he does. So up into P2 with Jared ahead of him. He hasn't pitted yet. But look at Fens and Water. They're still fighting here. And look at Greek Mars. He's behind these two drivers into turn 1. Fens tries to go around the outside. He's been forced off the track. And Fens is off. And he's got a time penalty for that collision. And Greek Master is down into P6. So far, the Williams guys in P5 and P6 not having the greatest race. But Warden doing treats for his teammate up in P2. And so Warden's behind HO, so and cold tires for HO as well. So Warden is looking for the overtake, and if he does that, he's gonna he could be holding up the Red Bull and the two Williams drivers. So Ryan's having a great time out in front, Jess.
Yes, he's already 6 seconds off of HO, which is good to see as well. But Jared is still quite decent in P1 as we've got a battle between HO and Warden forming almost a bit of contact there. But pretty much it couldn't be avoided, unfortunately, there, as Gordon manages to hold on only just to P4, as HO is trying his best to hold on to P3 as well. They're having a mega fight right now. It's good to see Warden, because obviously we didn't see Warden in the Force India battle as much during the season. So it's great to see him battling like he used to last season in Season 2. We actually do miss Warden fighting like he used to be. He's doing ever so well at the moment, trying to hold up. Look at the top 3. HO, Warden and Fens and Greek Master all on the train for 3rd place. This is going to heat up quite massively here as well, as Warden's already on the back of HO going into turn number 1. He's side by side on the left hand side. Is he going to make it stick? Warden doesn't make it stick, unfortunately. HO just manages to hold on ever so slightly, as Fens almost made the move down there as well. They all go through the S section. My oh my, this is turning out to be interesting. And Greek Master not that far behind as well. I wonder how Fens is going to play into this in terms of Greek Master. Is he going to let him... Oh, Greek Master suffering a little bit of lag on my screen. What is happening to Greek? He keeps going through certain bits of the circuit. It might just be me or the cameras. I don't know. Not entirely sure. Not quite sure what happened, or a bit of what is going on my screen right now, as I don't know. It reminds me of some Tears All Over again, as I swear they go through different parts of the circuit. They keep jumping. It's absolutely crazy right now. Now Fens is staying in P5 on that battle. That's probably going to help Warden those lag issues, I think, at the moment. This is turning out to be so much things happening in this Grand Prix already. On lap 15, Jared's still yet to pit. The two teammates fight. It looks like Greek Master got ahead of Fens. He tries to catch up to Warden. Probably Fens is having a little bit of issues. We'll have to find, or it might just be our broadcasting things. Obviously, me and Charlie are in the UK. Everyone else is in Oceania, so that is probably why. So they're probably not suffering lag, but we are for them. So. I don't know, but my oh my, this is going to be a final few bits of this Grand Prix. We've got pretty much on lap 15, and we've pretty much got 12 or 13 laps to go.
Yeah, so I just saw Friends letting his teammate through, Greek Master. So now Greek is behind Warden as we're just halfway through this Grand Prix now, as Warden's losing time to HO, 1 second between those guys. So I don't think Warden's going to be in the DRS range. He's 1.2 seconds actually. But one person who is going to be in the DRS range is Greek Master. So now Friends is let past his teammate. Greek is on the hunt to try and let Warden through as Warden locks up there into the hairpin, and he looks like he could be struggling a little bit here. Javid is 16 seconds ahead of Ryan, so when he pits, he should come out around lap position 3 or 4. He's going to be close between these guys. So Javid needs to keep pushing. Oh, speaking of it, he's actually in the pit lane, so we're going to be seeing now where he comes out on track. Ryan is coming through 130R, so he should comfortably be ahead of Jared as he puts on the soft compound tyres as the Mercedes driver. As HO comes through 130R as well, on board with Greek Master. He is still on the back of the Ferrari. Let's have a look where Jared is. Jared's coming out of the pit lane now. Ryan, you can see he comes out ahead of the Mercedes. What about HO? HO is coming past through the chicane now as Jared is ahead of HO here, and there's a brilliant strategy from the Mercedes driver. He's got himself from P6 on the grid without making any... Oh, okay, one overtake up into P5. He's made it up into P2 on the soft compound tyres, bear in mind. He's 6 seconds behind Ryan. He could still win this race, Jess. He's on fresh tyres, the softer compound tyres compared to the medium compound tyres. So he's in a great spot on lap 15 out of 27.
My, oh my, I had a little bit of doubts from Jared if he was going to make that medium strategy work, but we have seen it in a few leagues, him doing that as well. So that's really going to help him. Him being on the softest compound tyre out of the mediums and the softs, that's going to help him catch up to New Zealand Ryan, go to the end of this Grand Prix. He's already finding a few tenths quicker already this sector, so he's doing mega well already to try and to see if he can get the win here. None of these two have penalties, so it's pretty much going to be a fight for the finish between these two, but the game's not over for HO though for the final podium position as well, as he's doing quite decently as well, and probably due to the fact that he was able to get his stint quite nicely on those medium tyres and not push too much. That's probably why he is where he is at the moment and still getting involved in some good battles. And as I was saying, he only was involved in one battle because he doesn't want his medium, obviously because medium tyres has less grip than the softs, and probably the softs are going to start to come onto his own coming up soon, as Fender's just set the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. He's 1.8 seconds behind, as Greek Master was a tenth behind Warden just a second ago going through to turn 1, but I don't think they're going to make a move around the S section anytime soon. So once we get to the first DRS straight, this is where we can start to see some more overtaking, as Warden's catching up to HO as well, but already Jared's starting to pull away from the other guys already, so he's on a dream strategy right now, as we were saying at the moment. Interestingly enough, Gamble's dropped it off as well to P10, so he's having not the best of race as well. Roscoe starting P3, he's dropped it to P9 after a few collisions earlier on in the race, if you were wondering what has happened to him. But we are seeing not a change of the old guard really, as we've seen New Zealand Ryan on top, but we are seeing Jared in P2 as he's probably looking, he's still winning the championship fight, Jared is. It is not over for him. This is still pretty much a three-way fight for the win of this championship this season, which is good because usually we see two ways at this point, but it is glad that we are seeing a lot more battles happening at this stage, as Greek Master just finishing 130R. Warden manages to be on the defence really well here, going through the Casio right here, and we're seeing fastest laps after fastest lap forming already. And we had the Greek Master always taking the left-hand side. He's going to take the left-hand side now, going through to T1. How's that going to work? Can he get the move done? Yes, he does. Greek Master's up into P4. What a move from the Williams driver. He's where he needs to be right now. And his next stop is HO. Probably Greek Master's tyre is a lot better than Warden's. We'll just have to find out. But Warden's still on a charge for Greek Master, so it's not over for these two as of yet.
Yep, 10 laps remaining of this Japanese Grand Prix. I'm on board with H. He's actually low on fuel apparently, so his fuel symbol is flashing yellow, so he has to save a bit of fuel. Greek Master is going to be catching up to H. Then he's actually low on EOS as well, so H needs to do a lot of saving here at the final part of this Grand Prix. Greek Master, after getting past Warden, he's got a bit of clean air now to try and build up that pace. He's going to try and catch up to HO, and if he does get past HO, he's got Jared ahead of him, but he's on the soft compound tyres. Jared is slowly catching up to Ryan here. 4.4 seconds between those two drivers. Lap on lap, Jared is improving. He's getting a little bit quicker, but again, he's running out of time to try and get past Ryan for the lead of this Grand Prix. As Fens is 6/10 behind Warden now. So after all this battling, Fens is kind of caught up here as they go onto their lap 18. Sorry, as Ryan actually just crossed the line. But let's look down the field, because I don't think we've talked a lot about that. Leon Tridome down in P7, 11.3 seconds behind Fens and 7.2 seconds ahead of that laggy person. So right now Neon's just having a quiet race, but P7 still holding down some solid points there with that laggy person in position 8, VSR Roscoe Arm in position 9, and Gamble in P10. Unfortunately, if you were watching the start of this race, Master Berserk had to no, didn't have to, but he retired from the Grand Prix after collision with Fens through 130i. It looked like a lag incident on my screen. Could be different from their perspective. As Warden on my screen completely destroyed the technical of turn 8, so he might be getting a warning there. From penalty wise, I haven't seen anyone actually get a penalty apart from, I think it was that laggy person. I'm not entirely sure. I'll keep an eye on that. But Ryan's got 2 warnings there. Jared's got 1. HO's got a penalty, so I didn't actually see that. Oh, Fens has got a penalty at K. So yeah, not a lot of penalties in this Grand Prix, but that could be the deciding factor here, Jess.
Yes, I'm quite surprised that not many people have got penalties, but watch out for USA next week for these guys. Pretty much every season we've seen a lot of people get penalties around the track, so this is pretty much a saving grace for them right now, as it's pretty much a driver favourite and a fan favourite for most of these guys. I pretty much like Japan as well, as these guys are going to go towards the final corner there, coming up to the start of lap 19, as New Zealand Ryan still manages to hold on to the lead, but the gap between him and Jared now is 3.5 seconds. He's really clawing it in between him and New Zealand Ryan. He's finding a few more temps a lap. I did see these soft tyres for the first stint for some of these guys last around lap 10 and lap 11, so it's going to be tight to see if Jared could make it into the end for these tyres, but I think it is going to work, and he's going to probably stay on the podium. We'll just have to find out. But as we were saying, Charlie, a lot of people are starting to get warnings, as Warden has got a time penalty, so I think he was on his last warning and then he got a penalty. So yes, I believe he's on his first or second one. Not entirely sure. I should really make a list of who's got what penalties. That will make my life so much easier in the future, and that's allowing Fens to catch up quite nicely as well, as they're just about to head towards that very tight hairpin. Is heading just before the 100-metre ball. Those two clipping the curb like your favourite granny, as Warden's doing his best to try and hold on to Fens. Warden, I think, still in the Team Ryan battle as well, so he's trying his best to help his teammate, but Fens is on the left-hand side. Warden trying to cover off Fens, as oh, what happened to Warden? Oh my word, he's hit the back end of 130R there, as he dropped massively there. I'm not sure what happened there. That was a little bit of a mistake, I think, from Warden there, as he was getting, I think, a little bit too greedy on Fens, or was it the other way around? I'm not entirely sure, or it might have just been an avoidable incident, but looks like Green Master, if you're following that Warden and Fens battle, just made his way past Asia there, and Green Master's up into P3 as well, so he's definitely trying to forget what happened at the start of this race, as he's back where he needs to be right now. So let's look at positions, actually. So we haven't checked that this race. Jared has gained 4. Green Master technically has gained 1, even though he was involved in a lot of collisions before, but he's still back where he needs to be right now, but it might be a challenge to see if he can catch up to New Zealand Ryan. So at this stage, New Zealand Ryan's going to gain some crucial points into the championship, and so is Jared as well. There was a little bit of a lock-up from one of the Williams drivers, looked like it was Green Master in fact, so HO looks like he possibly could make another go. We'll have to find out. That laggy person not that far from Roscoe as well. We are seeing the midfield starting to not bunch up a little bit, so it is starting to go between the leading battle of Ryan, Jared, Greek and HO. Obviously Ryan is having a race of his own at the moment, but this could be under threat if Jared starts to catch up in these last 7 laps.
Yeah, I'm just looking back at the replay between Fens and Warden. So those two did come together. I think Warden's got, well, I mean, for me, it's certain that he's got damage. But if he hasn't come out from that incident without damage, that is very lucky to say the least. I mean, I didn't actually see it on my screen, but looking back at the stream, I've been replaying it when you were talking, Jess. It looked like Fens was keeping on the racing line, even though Warden was on the outside line. So that kind of forced Warden off the track, and then made a collision on his rear left tyre, which caused him to lose the car and then hit the wall, and then probably got a penalty. So probably got damage. So Warden down in P6 right now. He's understeering a lot through turn 7. So right now it looks like Warden's out of the fight now, down in P6, which is unfortunate because Warden was having a great race too, but his return to A1 was going very well until that incident, unfortunately. But lap 21 out of 27, the gap between Ryan and Jared is starting to get closer here, Jess. 2.7 seconds with about 6 laps to go, so there's still a battle for the lead happening. He's caught 2 seconds within like 5 laps, I reckon. So there's still definitely a battle for the lead of this Grand Prix. HO is catching up to Greek Master, so Greek in the podium spot again. Fens is going to try get past H to try and make it Williams P4, but yeah, Ryan's just having a great race at the moment. But Jared is still there. He's still trying to catch up to Ryan. He's got 5 laps remaining. He could still make this. And I've just checked the chat. Warden's got no damage. I've got no idea how he's got no damage, but that was a big hit against that wall past 130 yards. So if Warden can catch up, I mean, Fens and HO and Greek Mars are still fighting it out here. So Warden could still catch up here with 5 laps to go. He could still put a fight against these guys. But I've got no idea how he didn't get damaged after that collision. It might be different from your perspective, Jess, how hard he hit the wall. But I mean, Warden escaping from wing damage, which is, I know I've been saying it a lot, but I'm surprised that he didn't get any after that crash.
Yeah, because I thought it was going to be a replica to what Mars Berserk suffered earlier on, but he managed to do a massive save there. So props to Warden for avoiding damage at all in that collision there. So props to him for that as well. But we do still have Fend on the back of HO as well, as he's still ahead of Warden at the moment. So I don't think they're going to have any controversies on that, not entirely sure, but we already probably most likely going to see lots of things go to the stewards after this race, I can tell you that. But on lap 22 right now, Ryan still leads, Jared in second. Is he going to close up? It'll be interesting for your prediction in the chat as well. Is Jared going to battle with New Zealand Ryan towards the end of this Grand Prix and have last lap battles? I think so. Wonder what you guys think in the chat. It'll be interesting to see how that is going to work. I have seen in the other races some people's soft tires start to run out towards the end if they were on that strategy, but I think Jared could do it. Jared can catch up to Ryan where he needs to be, as Ryan has pretty much got to be up on the pace a little bit if he wants to hold on to a race victory, or will Jared help Ryan in the championship battle? But don't forget, Jared is still in the championship battle as well. He wants to win this as much as Ryan, so as well as him helping Ryan to claw some points, he wants to get points too, as there's not much battle going on towards Greek Master at the moment. Greek Master's around about 6/10 behind clear of HO at the moment. HO not able to make a move just yet, but he's still in a good position right now. A few people in the chat have been asking for penalty updates. We have did give you an update, I think, a few laps to go, but we will give you a few more towards the end. Fender's got a penalty, and we did see a few people get some warnings as well from some of these guys as well. New Zealand Ryan hasn't got any penalties either, so he should be fine. And oh, look at Jared, 1.9 seconds. He's on a charge right now, as they're pretty much both of them are on the same camera shot. He's on a good fly, and loving Jared's helmet, by the way. I think it's to fit his Twitter handle, I must say. I'm loving it as we're going to the last few stages of the race. To be honest, Jared has definitely improved from last season, and he wants this race victory. He definitely has that hunger in his eyes to get it. He's pretty much going to be in DRS range in the next couple of corners, as we do seeing a bit of dirty air coming up as well, a few dust on my screen as well, as he's about 1.2 seconds now. He's dropped it to 1.3. It's going to be ever so tight, but I think what most of you are saying, it looks like Jared is going to challenge Ryan for the race victory. My oh my, this is going to heat up towards the end there. Who's going to win this race? Is it going to be Jared, or is it going to be New Zealand Ryan?
I mean, right now, Jared is catching up very quickly here. With only 3 laps to go, it's going to be tight to see if Jared actually wants to go for the move and New Zealand Ryan. But we'll just have to see when it comes to the end of this Grand Prix. Looking at the penalties, Greek Master has the penalty, so does H and so does Fen. So those guys are equal on penalties. Oh my god, I'm going on board with V Fence here. Nearly had a collision with the Red Bull H going into the spoon curve of turn 13. But Fence is getting a bit racy here at the end of this Japanese Grand Prix. He's got a great run on H out of the spoon curve. He's going to go side by side with the Red Bull driver heading towards 130. He's going to have the outside. Okay, and he's not going to have any line. He's going to have the racing line. He's already past the Red Bull driver even before 130R. So he's up into P4. But looking at the championship standings, unfortunately for Ryan, he won't be able to take the lead of the championship still, because Greek Master is going to get 15 points if things stay the way they are, and Ryan is going to get 25 points. So the gap is going to be only 3 points in the championship, as they're 13 points. They're 13 points between each other right now, and there's going to be a 10-point difference. So 3 points between each other as they head into the next round, which is USA. So that's going to be a good race to watch. Make sure you guys tune in for that Grand Prix. With 2 laps remaining, Jared is only 5 tenths behind here, Jess. Things are going to get a little bit intense, to say the least, considering Jared is still on the softer compound tyre.
There are a few people in the chat saying that Jared may hold off to keep Ryan the victory, and there's a few people saying that Jared will try and challenge for that victory. We'll just have to find out as we're getting on to these last couple of laps as well. As Jared on those softer tyres, he can possibly try and claw back. He's already 7 tenths already, and he's going to get a DRS straight range going towards 130R soon as well. So he's definitely in with a chance, but will it be too little too late? We'll just have to wait and see. Jared's gained a lot of speed in that Casio triangle there, so maybe he's winning a shot after all. But yes, he's hotting up the ERS mode from 0 up to 5, now dropped it to 4. Ryan's running on low ERS at the moment, so he's on 24%, whereas Jared was on 29, but now he's dropped it back to 32. They are trying to find it a bit difficult to try and manage his ERS, but I'm not surprised, because coming up to the last few laps, they want to use as much ERS as possible, but they've got to avoid wasting up the battery a little bit as well. So this could get very, very fighty between these two. And meanwhile, Fens is still right behind his teammate, but by the looks of things, Fens might stay behind his teammate to help him in the championships. Otherwise, there could be a few more points between him and Greek Master. But I don't think it will matter anyway, as Fens has got a penalty, and I don't think Greek Master has got a penalty as well. As this is the victory that's probably it looked like it was going to be easy from the start for New Zealand Ryan is turning out to be, I think, a little bit more difficult. So their hearts must be racing right now, and I think a few of you guys in the chat is hoping for one of these guys to gain victory today. Is in terms of the battling towards the end of this Grand Prix. And due to the fact, if it stays like it is, if the gap decreases to 3 points, then it's pretty much going to go down to the wire in terms of the championship, as we got obviously USA, Mexico, Brazil, and then Abu Dhabi as well. The America tracks coming up as well after Japan. So this is the last Asia track before we move to the America part of the league. Well, on the final lap here, is Jared going to make the move into turn 1? He decides to stay out of it at the moment. He's only got a few more chances to make the move, but it looks like, from what I'm watching, he's pretty much going to stay where he is to help Ryan get the victory. And I'm still on board with him right now, as I think each of them are running out of fuel at this stage.
Oh, sorry. I was on mute. I'm sorry about that. I was I was gonna say Jared. I don't think is gonna go for a move here into the hairpin. I mean, I was gonna say there wasn't really a lot of overtaking opportunities from now on in, as we're on the final lap. We're coming through turn 12 right now. We're heading towards the spoon curve for the final time. Still 2/10 between these drivers. It's unreal how much Jared has actually caught up in this Grand Prix, going from the medium compound tyres to the soft compound tyres. It has been a great strategy for him, and Fens is also on the back of his teammate Greek Master. But yeah, all of these drivers having a great race, so props off to these guys. They've had a fantastic drive today. But the victory will go to New Zealand Ryan as he comes through the final chicane here in Suzuka through the final corner. Then the person in second in the championship, New Zealand Ryan, is going to close the championship gap here. He's going to cross the line to win the Japanese Grand Prix here in Oceania, AOR. Jared is going to finish in P2. Greek Master is going to finish in position 3 after a roller coaster race there with Fens, his teammate, finishing in P4. HO will finish in P5, and Warden, who again has had a up and down race, will unfortunately finish in P6 as he bins it across the line there, which basically tells us the mood after that crash with Fens through 130R. Neon Judo will finish in P7, and VSR Roscoe, Laggy Person and DLG Gamble will finish in P8, 9 and 10. But that championship fight here, Jess, is going to get very close. 3 points. It's only 3 points between these two drivers, Greek Master and New Zealand Ryan, with 4 rounds to go in the championship. Only 4 rounds from all these races in Oceania has come down to the last 4 rounds. We've got USA, we've got Mexico, we've got Brazil, and we've got Abu Dhabi. But I'm just disappointed I won't be able to commentate these races if Fitcho's here, because this is a hell of a championship.
It is great to see New Zealand Ryan and Greek Master battle through most of this season throughout all of this, because they each had their troubles. Greek Master dominating through most of it, but this race belongs to New Zealand Ryan in the Ferrari garage, as both Ferrari scoring points, as well as both the Williams, as well as we haven't seen Ryan win in a while. Actually, his last win was actually in Germany, so he's pretty much breaking the no win streak, to be honest, as he's back on the top step, which is what he deserves. He's pretty much had a good race from start to finish, avoiding the trouble, and he holded on just for that race victory to Jared as well, as New Zealand Ryan takes the victory with Jared in P2, Greek Master in P3, Fens in 4th place, HO in 5th, Warden in 6th, Neil Cheatham in 7th, Roscoe Am in 8th, Laggy Person, and then Gamble bring up the rear. And your only non-finisher today is Miles Berserk in that Force India there. It was looking to be a strong start for him, but unfortunately that didn't pay off for him. It was very unfortunate, but we have a Ferrari, a Mercedes, and a Williams in the podium. Very familiar sights here in the Oceania Leagues.
We're getting these guys in for interviews, aren't we?
Yes, we are.
Yeah, okay, I've just invited them, so we'll wait for them. But 3 points just between Greek Master and Ryan is going to be hard to describe. I mean, yeah, I'm excited to see the rest of this Grand Prix, but the rest of the championship. But Ryan, congratulations on your win, 25 points, and making the gap 3 points in the championship between yourself and Greek Master. So just tell us how that race went.
Yeah, qualifying couldn't have gotten better for the red cars, and managed to get away at the start with whatever was going on, and then yeah, didn't bin it, and Jared was pretty nice to me at the end, so yeah, not much else to say.
Yeah, and good start as well to the race. Warden holding up quite a few guys as well, and then he had a collision with Fens at 130R. I don't know if you're in the same party, but did you hear what happened? I mean, apparently he didn't get damage, and it sounded like, it looked like it was a big crash into the wall.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't speak for Warden, but he's obviously not pleased, but we'll see. More things happen than just that, so probably be a busy stewards panel tonight or tomorrow.
And moving on to Jared in P2. Jared good result as well, starting from P6 on the mediums and going on to the softs up into P2 at the end. What a strategy, good race. So tell us what that was like.
That wasn't what I wanted to do, but he invalidated my lap time on the soft tyre, but I was fast enough on the mediums, and I came out miles ahead of the pack behind, so just wanted to make sure I knew I could pass him, but don't actually pass him, so just caught up and then backed off. Just make sure he gets
definitely
the
aware.
maximum points. Yeah.
And thoughts on the Circuit of the Americas for the next Grand Prix? Is that a good track for you?
I don't know. Half the tracks I think are bad for me are quite good, but I don't like that track. The first sector's fine, but after that it's just a bit trash.
Fair enough. But moving on to Greek Master in P3. Good result, Greek. Tell us how that race was like for you.
That'd have to be one of the worst races I've done in a long time. I don't know what happened. Just pace just vanished. Got no explanation for it. Then stuck behind ward and was interesting. Interesting, very interesting. Then yeah, had to fight my way back through. Eventually got past ward, and then after that, I'd used up so much fuel, so much battery. And trying to get past them, I was just struggling to keep the other two behind me the rest of the race, and yeah, it's what it is.
I mean, it is still a good result. There's only 3 points between yourself and Ryan. And your thoughts on the next track, Circuit of the Americas?
USA is a fun track on the wheel. Didn't really like it on the pad too much, but yeah, since I've been on the wheel, I've quite enjoyed the track. We'll see what happens. Hopefully a bit better than tonight's result, but we'll have to wait and see. Well done to Ryan on the win. Yeah, not much more I can say other than that.
Yeah, Jess, have you got any questions for these guys?
I think you pretty much covered it all right there and there. So well done, obviously, to Ryan for your win, and obviously Jared and Greek on your podiums as well. This is going to be a fight that's going to go towards the end. I'm very much looking forward to the last few races and see who is going to come out on top in the championship and who's going to get the strategy right. A few people liking USA, a few people hating it. A bit of mixed reaction, I must say. So I wonder how it's going to turn out. Make sure you watch next week to find out the championship heating up, because it is pretty much going to be a three-way fight between Jared, New Zealand Ryan, and Greek Masters. So I'm definitely going to be there this next week. Ficho is going to be back next week as well. But don't forget, we still got some more Japanese action as well. We've got the European leagues going on at 7 for the PS4 Tier 1, so make sure you do check that out. And at 8 PM we have PC Tier 1, as well as all the other leagues that are getting streamed, also all the other tiers that are not getting streamed that are racing tonight. If you are racing tonight, good luck. And we also got Xbox One F1 at 9 PM and the America Leagues at 1 AM if you're in the UK and are still up that late, or if you're at work in Australia or New Zealand and want to watch that, or at home or whatever, you can watch that. It is up to you. But thanks for watching, guys. Have a good evening or morning or afternoon or whatever time zone you are, and we will see you next week, same time, for the United States Grand Prix. Good night, everyone.